Hello, hello. Erin Sum here with Erin Sum Confidence Coaching and erinsum.com. I'm super excited today because I am going to go live with my friend Bev Adamo. She's amazing and she's going to share a little bit about where she's come in the last year and a half since she came to my visioning workshop. Oh my God, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe all this stuff has happened in the last year and a half. So let me see if I can get her on here. There you
I'm
are.
here. Can you hear me?
I can. Hi. Yay.
Yay, hi. Am I too dark?
A little bit, but
Let me
yeah,
stand back
it's all
up.
right. Yeah, you're here.
Like, where's my light?
Okay. So, welcome, Bev. You're welcome.
Thank you.
If you have a lamp, that would be good, but if not, then that's fine.
Well, I do, but it seemed to, oh, my light seems to be coming from the other direction.
All right.
I don't think
That's
that
okay.
helps either. Let me try this. Wait, I'm moving it around because this is just kind of how I roll. How about that? Is that better?
That's okay.
No, not really. A little bit.
That's
Okay.
all right. Okay.
I wanted to make sure that I have my vision board here so we can talk about it. Woo!
Okay, so this is Bev Adamo, everyone. We love her. I've known Bev for several years, and man, what transformations you've had. I tell ya.
I know, right? Oh my goodness. I am so not who I used to, well, I am, but I'm not. So yes, exactly. Absolutely. And you've been, so I've told you a little bit that you've been one of the major transformations in my life. And so I'm really excited to be here and talk to you about what does that mean? What did you do? It's like, oh, I'm so excited about it.
Let's jump right in. So a year and a half ago, you came to my visioning workshop, and you
I
had
did.
this idea in your head that you couldn't do these certain things that you wanted to do. You wanted to do modeling. You used to do that when you were younger, and you wanted to do some
I
music.
did.
You had written some songs, and you wanted to record them. But what was getting in your way?
Absolutely. Well, a tiny little belief that I didn't even know I had, and I figured, I mean, as a matter of fact, I was pretty sure that I didn't have this belief, and that's the belief that I'm too old, for anything. And I was shocked when I came up with it, when that belief kind of came up. It was amazing how emotional and everything else. And Erin, I have to tell you, so when you first invited me to do this vision board workshop with you, I thought, well, absolutely, I wanted to support you. So I was there and, with friends and everything else. And there was something that happened during the time. And it has absolutely everything to do with who you are, what you do, and how you do it. So I've been making vision boards for, literally decades. Used to do them with my family growing up, with my daughter and my husband and all of that. But there was something truly magical and different about what you did and how you did it, because you led me down, you gave me permission, first of all, to be open and this actually is the vision board right here, the one that we made while we were together, while I was there. And you gave me permission to really allow my full self to show up, especially the parts that, like I said, that belief and everything else that I didn't even know was there. So you invited all of me, even the parts that I didn't know about. And then you invited me also to choose images that I wasn't sure why they spoke to me, and yet they did. So the vision board that I made, afterwards, even before I was really, or during the process, I was going, what's this for? And why would I put this on here? And I might have questioned it, but I was following your lead. So whatever you told me to do, that's what I was going to do. And I ended up with, that's exactly right. And that's what I would encourage women. If you're listening to this, whether live or you see it a little bit later, oh my gosh, definitely want to come to Erin's vision board workshop, because I tell you, it is different. It's different from any that I've ever been to. It's different than any that I've ever led. It's different than just really doing it yourself, because this is not about yourself. This is being in a sacred, amazing space with all of these other women who are also in that same space. So that's the other thing too, because I felt so supported. So that when I came to the I came to that limiting belief about I'm too old, it was it was easy for me to jump up out of my chair and get in front of everybody and say, hey, as evolved as I think I am, or amazing as I think I am, I have this belief that was there that I didn't even recognize. And it felt so good to be able to stand up and say, in the past, that's what I thought. And I didn't even realize it. And now I'm letting it
Yeah.
go. It's out of here. And it started the
When did you let
ball
that thing
rolling in
go?
ways that I never thought. Let that thing
Yeah,
go.
so I remember you stood up at the workshop and you were emotional. You said, I didn't know I had this belief, but I've been sitting here thinking
Yeah.
I'm too old for these things. And after the workshop, within a month or so, you had started
Oh my
modeling
God.
again. You had gotten contract for music. I mean, just within a very short
Yes.
period of time, all this stuff started falling into your lap.
Absolutely. And again, it wasn't, even though it was on my vision board, I go, oh, well, that's kind of cool. And I've got all these singers up there and all this. And I thought, okay, well, I'm all about music anyway. And maybe I'm going to, help my daughter with her music career or something like that. And yet, and so it wasn't like I actually was looking for that stuff. It found its way to me. All the opportunities found their way to me just based on me being willing to go out and not having that limiting belief anymore. So when I was asked, would you speak at this confidence campaign to women about what it's like to go through this process of feeling like, there's something wrong with your body, or there's something wrong with me, or in that, will you help us with this? And I was like, insta yes. And that also involved modeling to boot. So I was like, woohoo, yay, I'm doing this. So that was amazing. And it was because I would have stopped myself. I would have said no to that opportunity had I not gotten that
Yeah.
belief out of the way. And it's not just getting the belief out of the way, but I had, things that were drawing me into, who I am, to be fully authentic in who I am. It's just like extraordinary. That's why that vision board is like right in front of my face all the time. I have some others that are around my office, but that one, right in front of my face at
Awesome.
all
So tell us a
times.
little bit more about what you're up to. You've got the confidence campaign. I want to know a little bit more about that, and then tell us about the Wild and Wise Women community and all that good stuff that's happening for you because you are allowing yourself to be open to those opportunities.
Well, thank you. Well, the Confidence Campaign is in collaboration with Anna Vickroy, and she has ultraspective photography. She's changing her business model a little bit because guess what? She's all about empowering women, and she's really interested in doing that. So we're going to be doing a retreat, a one-day retreat in March. That's really cool. And it is for women. It's amazing. The women who come to the Confidence Campaign, they look they're extraordinarily beautiful, and they don't realize it. So we're helping them to really see who they are, to open up their eyes, to give them these pictures that they look at and go, whoa, who's that? Well, that's you, that's me. We're so beautiful naturally. It's amazing. So that's been extraordinary. And then writing these songs that I'm writing about, because I'm very much my songs are also purposeful. One of the songs that I'm writing about is the theme is I do it again. And it's really talking about the sexual trauma that I went through and where it's brought me and who I am today because of it. And being able to say that every dark miracle that happened in my life, no matter what, even if I knew exactly what was going to happen when I step into it, I would do it again. And I love the power of that, knowing that I would do it again because it's made me who I am. So that's been extraordinary. And oh my gosh, and then my business, holy moly. So I had my business and I was kind of playing at my business. And years ago, I had met this woman, Krista Thompson, so amazing. And when she told me what her business was, Wild and Wise Women, I went into full envy mode, in that moment in 2011, full envy mode, because it's like, oh my God, that is so me, Wild and Wise Women. Oh, I love it. And yet it was like, oh. So then this past year, what's happened is that, she came to me and she said, really, I know from the universe that you're the next leader for Wild and Wise Women. And I was like, wow. So it was so incredible. with that, and I love it. I love being a Wild and Wise Women. I love empowering Wild and Wise Women. We're working on book collaboratives now. We're doing sisterhood boxes, which is all about giving to ourselves, helping artisans out there get their goods to fair market, and to give back and do support literacy circles for women and children and health and all this kind of stuff. It's so extraordinary. And Erin, I got to tell you, I mean, there are defining moments in my life, and truly one of them, absolutely without a doubt, was being at your workshop, your vision board workshop. I absolutely attribute you and how you do your thing and showing up and being there for the women. It's extraordinary. And certainly the investment, oh my gosh, that's come back to me in so many different ways, so much. So anybody who's thinking about this, oh my God, yes, don't stop thinking about it anymore. The answer is yes, work with Erin, because you're amazing. And I'm so excited for, what you're doing and what's going on. It's just awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome,
well, I'm
awesome.
Just thrilled for you.
Yay.
You used to be kind of in the background, then all of a sudden I see you on Facebook all the time, and you're doing Facebook Lives in this community on this group, and I'm going, oh my gosh, look at Bev go. She's just rocking it. And you have a book coming out too, a collaboration book, and your own book too, right? You're doing a sequel to your first book?
Yeah. Absolutely. The first book was The 3 Reasons, A True Story of Life After Death. And now, coming soon, is The 4th Reason, which is really a true story of love after death. And, finding myself. And I know that there's parts of that story that are really going to resonate with women in terms of who they are and what's possible and how they thought things were impossible before. So I'm very excited about that as well.
Yay.
Yay! Thank
you. Well, I'm so excited for you, and I thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience, and what you've accomplished in the last year and a half is just amazing. And your experience with doing the vision board with me, and I just appreciate you so much, and I'm so thrilled for you.
Yeah. Well, I love you, Erin Sum, and you are an extraordinary Wild and Wise woman, and you are a confident woman. I love that. And, really your confidence in being willing to be out there and work with women in your vision board process and everything else that you're doing, so extraordinary. And I can see it's certainly blessed my life. And I would invite anybody out there who's available, take part in. And you have, it's not just in-person stuff, you have virtual things going on as well, right?
Yes. For the vision board, I'm just doing it in person this year, but I do have a video challenge that I do for a week long, and that's amazing. It helps people to really get on video and share their message with way more people.
Yeah.
Video is like that thing to be doing to really spread your message and get clients
these
days.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on, but the vision board workshop is in Sacramento on January 11th, and I'm taking signups now. We're gonna, like with you, Bev, we're gonna break through those limiting beliefs that say you're too old, not good enough, not smart enough, not educated enough. All that crap that says you're not worthy or deserving of all the stuff that you want. We're gonna break through that junk and create new empowering beliefs for you, so that you can rock your life just like Bev's rocking her life and her business. So I'm going to post the link below. It's erinsum.com/visioning. So you can come, and if you're coming from the Bay Area or something, you can bring your friends and bring a carload.
Absolutely. You can't have too many, because it's so amazing. Erin, seriously, you are awesome. And I love the fact that I thought I was coming to support you, and it completely turned around. I was so supported, and I have grown so much as a result of your showing up and being there as my mentor and teacher, and you're extraordinary. Thank you.
The workshop has actually improved so much since then too. Actually, it's a full day now. It was like 3 or 4 hours then, and
oh, cool.
Lots more stuff in store, so it's exciting stuff. So, Bev, before we sign off for the day, why don't you tell us how everyone can get in touch with you? Tell us about how to get into the Wild and Wise community on Facebook and how to reach you.
Okay, so I'll do my best. My websites, I have 2 websites, so wildandwisewomen.com or Wild and Wise Sisterhood if you're interested in the give back part
Okay.
of the business. And then on Facebook, it's also Wild and Wise Women. We have a company page. Please come like us. We're in process of getting, I'm really, I want to do the 300,000. We're almost at 300,000. So if you're listening to this out there and you can invite people to come like the company page, Wild and Wise Women, please do. And message me, if you know me from other ways and you haven't talked to me in a while, call me. I'd love to talk to you. So thank you,
Awesome. Thank
Erin. My
you, Bev.
pleasure. Love
Oh, well, thank you
supporting
so
you.
much. I love how much you've grown. So it's just so amazing. I love you, and you're just
Yeah.
amazing, doing amazing things. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Thanks so
you.
much, everyone, for watching. Bye.